Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and in today's video I'm gonna walk you through a quick conditioning session I did 2 days before match day. This workout didn't take me more than probably around 30 minutes, but it felt freaking amazing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So to warm up, I did 10 minutes on the bike, or to be exact, I think it was 10 minutes and 20 seconds. You can see the screenshot here. Straight after the bike, I hopped on the treadmill for another 5 to 6 minutes to prep my body for the high intensity movements we were gonna do afterwards. For the first exercise, I picked incline interval runs on the treadmill. Now the way I did them was with a 1-to-1 ratio, so if I was to work, let's say 45 seconds, then I would rest for another 45 seconds. And of course I made sure to increase the intensity after every second set. Now normally when I do interval runs, I try to keep the same work to rest ratio. So let's say for example I work for 45 seconds and I would rest for 45 seconds, and I would do this for let's say 10 to 12 times. This time I also worked for 10 sets, but I made sure to change the work to rest ratio every single set. This doesn't mean increasing it every single set, but changing it randomly every single set. So let's say one set I might work 45 seconds and rest for another 45 seconds. Then on the second set I might work for 30 seconds and rest for 30 seconds. Then I might go to 1 minute, work 1 minute, rest 1 minute, and so on and so forth. The highest I went up to was 1 minute and 15 work and 1 minute and 15 seconds rest. Now, of course, according to your conditioning levels and according to your training experience and what you're trying to get out of the workout, you can adjust those times and you can go higher, of course, if you want to. But this is just what I did on that typical day, just so I make sure I stay fresh and I stay fit for the first game during the off season, which was 2 days later. Now after the runs, I did a circuit or a superset, you can call it that way, consisting of 4 exercises. For the first exercise, I picked trap bar deadlifts, combining that with a slight shoulder shrug at the top of the movement. This ensures that I not only work the lower body, but I also include some type of upper body movement during the rep. Of course, the trap bar deadlift on itself is a full body movement, and it involves your back as well, your arms, shoulders, lower body, but I just wanted to have that little extra work from the upper body. Now for the second exercise, I picked a core movement. You can choose another exercise, but this is just what I felt doing on that day. I don't really know how these are called. I think there are something like split stance, lateral band raises, something like this. Does it really matter? It really doesn't. Now, as I said, you can substitute that with a core exercise of your preference. What I suggest here is that you either do something like this or a carry in some form, offset carry, marches, something like this, which involves a little bit more movement than just something which is static. After that, I picked one upper body exercise, could be a pull or a push movement or something which combines both, but here I decided to pick this standing med bow chest throws, chest slams. I did 20 reps on this one, and I tried to keep the exact same intensity all throughout the set. And after this, I went to my least favorite equipment in the gym or in the universe, or my least favorite exercise, which is the assault bike. Here I also did an interval where I worked for 20 seconds and rested for 10, and I did that twice. So this would be considered one set. So basically you work for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, then you work for another 20 seconds and you rest for another 10 seconds. And then you have one set. However, what I did was on the first set, I tried to give 100% throughout the whole 20 seconds. But on the second set, on the second 20 seconds, I tried to go a little bit lighter, probably around 70 to 80%, and not go all in again. In my opinion, the assault bike is probably the best equipment or the best exercise you can do for your conditioning. I know every coach has a different opinion, but from my personal experience and from the athletes I've worked with, the assault bike has really been my number one exercise or my number one choice. And you can see how I looked even just after the first set I did. Yeah, it wasn't fun. And I repeated that whole circuit or that whole superset twice. And after that, I wanted to rest a bit and cool down the body. So I did like 5, 6, 7 minutes of stretching. I don't really remember how long it was, to be honest, but yeah, just wanted to cool down a little bit. Now, what I see people do wrong when stretching or when trying to cool down after a workout is that, let's say they train legs and then they do just upper body stretches. I mean, you could do that, but if you really want to target a specific part of your body or a specific muscle group, if you're training that muscle group on that day, for the best results possible, you have to also stretch the same, stretch and mobilize this exact same part of your body. You don't have to do the exact same exercise I show you here, You can just focus on the thing which is important to you or where you feel a little bit stiffer. Let's say you've been sitting for a while this week, you haven't been really in movement this whole week. If your hip flexors feel a little bit tighter, then you can just give them a little bit more attention and stretch. Even you can just stretch your hip flexors only if you wanted to, but just give them a little bit more time so you know that you've taken care of them as well. Now, of course, if you want to take your game to the next level and skyrocket your performance, you can find my programs on my website, which will be linked in my bio. Now, if you're really serious about your athletic performance and you want to take your game to the next level, DM me the word coach on Instagram and I'll see if you're the right fit for our program and if we can work together so you can get the best results possible. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. See you with the next one.